off making this video. I am a bit overwhelmed, like a little bit, a whole lot. Let me show you what I got going on here. This is, hey buddy. Yeah, this is our water system currently. Now it's kind of crazy because it's covered in insulation, but you know, we've had some cold weather. I don't know if you can see very well. We got our water pump, our filtration, a foot valve, you know, incoming, outgoing. All of that is up underneath this cover that we catch rain off of. We used to have an on-demand hot water heater. That's the fourth one since we've moved here. Even though they're outdoor, every one of them freeze. And last year I had heat lamps and heat tape all over, still froze. So I made this box right here to insulate our pump, and so far the box is working great. But I want to use cinder blocks and block in at least this side and possibly part of this side. And right now our pump is not functioning properly. Now I don't know if it's because of the pump, or is the foot valve bad, or what in the world. But I am real sick and tired of every year redoing this entire system. I've got to get something that works. Now last year, late last year, I bought a 26 gallon pressure tank, and I want to get a shallow well pump and the pressure tank, and then I want to put additional filtration in line, which means I have to redo this whole thing. I don't know if you can hear the cat walking around on the roof. Anyway, so today I'm out here measuring and figuring, but at the same time I also have firewood to get together, kindling to crack. I need to do some maintenance on a couple of vehicles. Just there's so much. I bought an interior house 40-gallon water heater, electric, so I'm gonna have to wire that. I need to finish skirting. Susan's building is completely skirted except for where I've just recently removed skirting because we ran water lines up for her shower. And there's a couple of places between the porch and the front of her building that don't have skirting there because I couldn't get to it. But I'm going to cut small pieces and just kind of stuff them down in, because there's a possum living underneath her bedroom. Yay! And in order to run the wiring for that water heater, I got to crawl through possum crap to get that wire put in. So I'm just a little overwhelmed. The other thing recently is this propane tank is now disconnected. I paid a company to come and set the tank that I got at an auction. I don't know if you can see it right there. They set the tank. They ran 65 feet of copper tubing. It runs to the stove, and then I bought a propane heater for inside as supplemental heat, and it runs over to that. Stove's working great. I haven't started the heater, so we'll see. And because I'm putting the water heater in the pantry, or in the laundry room, I need to expand the laundry room. We're going to tear down the pantry. There's just a lot. There's a lot. I'm going to tear down the pantry and redo the kitchen area where the pantry is, because now I have a heater there and I don't want it melting all our food. It's just, there's a lot. I'm in analysis paralysis. I'm analyzing everything and it's freezing my brain. I got about 4 more days of warm-ish weather in the 60s, low 70s. And then the cold comes back. So I have to have this done. And once I start working on the water, we will have no water until I'm done. So I'm trying to have a good plan. I'm going to use these insulated panels like I made this box out of, and I'm going to insulate panel this whole 6-foot area right underneath here and enclose it. So 6 feet all the way across. And then I'm going to put my pressure tank. I'm going to put my new well pump. I want to mount the filters on that new insulated wall. Once I get the wall built, then I have to put holes in it to have our water lines go through. And then how's that going to look? Where is it going to be? I have to remove this whole system here. I have cutoff valves here, but I think they're too close. I'm going to have to cut them off back there. So yeah, I'm a little overwhelmed, a little bit, a whole lot. I'm going to try to take you guys along because I still have things up in the air. I still have the outdoor kitchen to finish. I still have the cover over the lean-to on the back of the shed to finish. I have so much firewood cut up but not split over by the splitter. That all needs to be done. I need to have a place to stack that firewood because it's not going to be for this year. It'll be for next year. And I only have one wood shed currently. My old wood shed, I've just got a bunch of construction materials in. So I need to clear all the construction materials out so I have a place to stick the new firewood in and let it start drying. It's just a lot. It's quite overwhelming. I am hemorrhaging money this last month. I've had to replace 4 tires on my 2 on my truck and 2 on my trailer. I can hear myself whining. I'm whining. It's just overwhelming. It's just a lot. I need some help. I have Bobby if I absolutely need, but he has stuff he has to do too. He doesn't live here. He rents a cabin from us. So it's just a lot. I gotta figure this out. I gotta get it on paper. I've got a notebook. I did some preliminary drawings on it, and I want to sketch it out exactly the way it needs to be. But once I get this insulated panel here, we don't have water until that's done. And I don't know that I can do all this in one day. So I'm in analysis paralysis. I just filled up the gorilla cart with some firewood that I'm going to go fill up the rack in the house and the one on the porch, just because I can say, okay, that's done, and just dot that I. I need to move all the wood that's in my woodshed, all the lumber. I need to store it so then I can clear that and I can say that's done. I got to remove this. I got to make some more holders for additional filtration. I need to make sure I have some more filter housing because we broke some last year and the year before. I'm going to make sure I have at least 3, possibly 4, because I would like to go back to having 3 sediment filters and 1 carbon filter. Currently we have 1 sediment, 1 carbon. I had 3 for a little while and then I got rid of it. And I think I want to go back to that. So it's just a lot. I don't know. I feel like I'm whining, but I'm a little overwhelmed. And, you know, I'm spending a lot of time up in the Missouri with my dad. I'm not complaining about that. I cherish every moment that I have with him. But it takes a lot of time. It's 68 miles each way to go up there. So I know I'm griping. It's not your typical video. I'm not going to show you doing this stuff. I'm just griping. So, and the nuts are dropping. You hear that loud bang bang? That's hickory nuts falling out of the tree and hitting the roof. It's like a battle zone. Anyway, and deer season's modern gun, rifle season starts next week. And I definitely, you know how we like to eat venison, so I definitely want to get some time to do that. But I really feel like there's a lot. I'm overwhelmed. But today, all I'm doing is griping and bitching and moaning. Yeah. Anyway, I also have water. We had 4 days of rain and my water totes were full. This one I've pumped out, and now I've got the one on the back of the house. I gotta go pump that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that because it'll take about 40-45 minutes to empty that into the cistern. Oh, and that's another project. Putting the gutters on the new wood shed. What are you doing up there, man? You are making a lot of noise. You are making a lot of noise. Anyway, I got to get the gutters up on the woodshed so that I can put them into a first flush diverter, and then the first flush diverter directly into the, oh man, I just realized I left the top of the tank off, which means I probably have some leaves. Oh yeah, I got leaves in there. Now I got something else I got to do. Now I've got to get my dip net and get all those leaves and nuts out of there. Man, there's a lot. Like I said, analysis paralysis. So, sorry it's a gripe video, but I'm griping. Y'all pray for me. I got a lot to figure out and very little time to get it done. Bye.